What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to do a match reaction to the game that finished yesterday evening. Dinamo Zagreb 0, Celtic 0 in the Champions League. Matchday 6. The Hoops drawing away in the Croatian capital with the Croatian side. 50-50 with this result. I didn't think it was a good performance. I thought it was a really poor game. I thought both teams were extremely poor. I didn't think Celtic wanted to go for the victory, which was very disappointing. It looked like they just wanted to get the draw and settle it, as a draw. I thought certain players were really poor, like Rio Hatate. I don't know what's happened to Rio Hatate. He had one good game. He's had one good game this season. That was against RB Leipzig. I don't think he's been the same player. He doesn't look like he wants to be there. I think we should sell him personally. If he doesn't want to be here, then that's fine. We should get rid of him, really, in January. Because he was shocking last night. He really was bad. McGregor annoyed me last night. He was passing the ball backwards and he was moaning at everybody else. It was really annoying. I thought that Nicholas Kuhn looked lively, but he didn't get the ball enough to him. That was the most disappointing thing with Celtic's performance. I thought Bernardo was good. I thought Bernardo was industrious. He got stuck in. But overall, it wasn't a good performance by Celtic. Dinamo Zagreb, with all due respect to them, they're a very poor side. But they had the best chance of the game. Celtic were lucky to get a draw, to be honest. It wasn't for Kasper Schmeichel making that save from that header at the back post, we would have lost this game, to be honest. But yeah, there wasn't really many chances created. The first half, it was really slow. It was quite boring as well. Celtic, Rio Hatate had a chance where he literally had the ball, could have played it to Bernardo. But overhit the pass. All he needs to do is just play it to Bernardo, and Bernardo was in, but he didn't. He overhit the pass. Celtic, it was really, really poor. Just passing was all over the place. Alistair Johnson getting injured as well. That was really frustrating. A hip problem for Alistair Johnson. I don't know if he's going to be fit for the cup final on Sunday. I hope he is, because Anthony Ralston didn't do well when he came on, I didn't think. I thought he got booked and Ralston didn't look great at all. He's never been the most brilliantest player for Celtic. He has had his moments. Under Ange Postecoglou, he had a really good time, Ralston. But he's not as good as Johnson, in my opinion. He never will be, with all due respect to Ralston. I think he knows that as well. Taylor got booked for no reason in the first half. But yet, the same guy did the foul on Taylor and he didn't get booked. It was stupid. But yeah, not really much was created. Dinamo Zagreb had a chance at the back post, like a half chance. McGregor completely missed the ball. Came to the Dinamo Zagreb player, but he fluffed his lines, completely missed the ball, and it went out of play. Celtic didn't really create much. Second half started, Celtic again, I don't think got going in the game, to be honest. Kyogo didn't get much service. Really, Dinamo Zagreb had the best chance of the game. Back post, it was a free header. It was poor defending. But Kasper Schmeichel, what a save, tipped over the crossbar. The only real chance, I wouldn't say it was a chance, but Celtic created one really good move where it was James Forrest. He came on, played it down the line into the box. It looked like it's going towards Adam Eder. Adam Eder, went for the ball, but the defender just got there and cleared out of play. It was a really good block by the defender. And that was it. Celtic and Dinamo Zagreb played out a 0-0 draw. Celtic are on 9 points in the Champions League. They're going to have to beat Young Boys now. They had to do that anyway, I think. But they have to now because I don't want to go to Villa Park needing to get a result. Because I can't, with all due respect, I don't think we're going to beat Aston Villa or even get a draw against them. That's going to be too hard, I think. Villa are a very good side, Premier League side. They would beat us, in my opinion. It has really dropped off recently, Celtic's performances. Even in domestic terms, I don't think we've been as sparkling recently. Adam Eder did well when he came on. I think Adam Eder should have probably started this game instead of Kyogo. I don't know why Kyogo plays in these away games where it's going to be difficult physically and we have to play him all the time. Why don't we play Adam Eder? These are the type of games Adam Eder is good in. I thought he did okay when he came on, held the ball up well, nearly got in, a few towards the end, the last attack of the game. But yeah, Celtic on 9 points. Has been a good Champions League campaign so far. Obviously, 2 wins, 3 draws. The game against Bruges was disappointing. And obviously, the game last night wasn't a great performance either. We just felt as though we didn't try to go for the victory. We wanted to go for a draw. In our mind, I think if we beat Young Boys, we think we're going to get through. When really, I think we should have beat Zagreb. We should have gone for it because I don't think Dinamo Zagreb are a great side. I think they're the same level as us. I think we are living off the RB Leipzig game a little bit as well. Like, we beat Leipzig, but the last 2 games, I think we've still been living in that bubble while we beat our RB Leipzig. So that means we don't need to do it again. You know, we need consistent results in Europe like Celtic used to. You know, they beat AC Milan, then they would follow it up by beating Manchester United. You know, Gordon Strachan's teams, you know, Martin O'Neill as well. You know, beating like Blackburn, then they beat Liverpool, then they beat Boavista. You know, beat really top sides consistently. Celtic need to find a formula of doing that and not just rely on one result. But yeah, it's a draw in the end. Young Boys next at home. We should win that game. We should. Young Boys are the worst team in this competition. If we don't win that one, we don't deserve to get through, in my opinion. But yeah, I was disappointed with the draw, to be honest. I wanted us to win the game. I just felt as though we didn't try to go for the victory. Because it was away from home, we just settled for a draw. We'll see what happens. I think we will get through. I think we'll get to the playoffs, you know, but you know, we can get to the top 8. You know, it's highly unlikely. We'd have to win both games. Our last 2 games, and that would leave us on 15 points. I can't see that happening. I can see us beating Young Boys. I can see us doing that at home. But I don't see us going to Villa and winning. Unfortunately, we just don't have the quality, I don't think, to go there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Celtic will go out and they'll win both games and they'll finish in the top 8. That would be an amazing achievement if they did. And skip the playoffs altogether and get into the last 16 automatically. But I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, overall, it was a disappointing game. And yeah, that was it. That's just my opinion on that. On to the League Cup final on Sunday now against Rangers. 3 o'clock kickoff at Hampden. It's a bigger game for Rangers, in my opinion, than it is for us. You know, I know Rangers are the current League Cup holders. Obviously, we want to get that cup back because obviously it's a trophy that Brendan didn't win, hasn't won, should I say, since he's been back. So hopefully we can go on and do that against Rangers. You know, Brendan has a great record against them. You know, Philip Clement, you know, he needs to get a result against Celtic because he hasn't done it yet as the Rangers manager. Rangers have picked up a little bit of form recently, albeit winning their last few games. But, you know, I still think Celtic are the favourites going into this game. Look at the old firm results over the last few years. Celtic have dominated most matches. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's my review to the Champions League match yesterday with Dinamo Zagreb. Take care. I'll see you with a reaction to the Rangers game in the cup final on Sunday. Peace.